Hello there.
You just know that last ep was amazing when you're sitting in bed at night and you're thinking about the episode you just have watched, because that happened last night with me. I was up thinking about what I just saw and I thought to myself, I'm like, hang on a sec, that kid's death was also foreshadowed with Skyler and Walt interaction when Walt had the rust on his jeans and Skyler pointed out, wait, you're burying a body? And he's like, no, we're robbing a train. And then in the end, they're gonna have to do both. I don't know. I guess we'll find out at the beginning of this episode, but they're going to have to do both. And I just feel like that moment right there at the end of the last episode, Dead Freight, I feel like after that, we are now going to embark on a historical run of television. That's my prediction. I just feel like it's just going to be balls to the wall from now on. I mean, this show is already historic enough, but I just feel like this final stretch now after that episode is going to be historic. So yeah, I hope you guys are here for the journey along with me. My name is Elie Moses, a 23-year-old law and film student here from Sydney, Australia, shooting his shot, baby. And today, we are up to episode 6 of Breaking Bad season 5, titled Buyout. Now, let's see the aftermath of last episode. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what decisions our characters are going to make. Let's have some fun with this reaction. Let's smash it. Interesting that we skipped to sort of the garage now. This show does not hold back in terms of like violence against kids as well. And they're about to use the acid on the little boy and the bike. Do you guys reckon Todd made the right call? Because I think hell no. I think that situation could have been easily dealt with better. Yeah, their whole crew's about to dismantle just like this bike. It was such a perfect heist as well, that's the thing. Like, everything went well. Besides that. And I think after this, Jesse's gonna want out. We've seen Jesse's experience with kids in this show in terms of like what he's seen them go through. I mean, he's got a little brother himself. He's seen what happened to Mama. He's seen what happened to Brock. Even the little kid in the drug home with the wife and husband, the one with the ATM machine. I mean, even Mike's got a granddaughter. If you look at the body posture of both characters here, Todd seems to be more easy with it, and Jesse's trembling, he's shaking.
Stuff smells like cat piss.
Man, that drive home must have been something.
Shit happens, huh?
Yeah, I was about to say that was coming. That was coming a long mile away.
You never would have been able to catch him. I was thinking on my feet. I saw a threat and I took care of it the only way that I could.
A threat? The kid was waving at us. He wasn't going anywhere. He was saying hi.
Hey, but you don't know that.
Yeah, I do.
Come
He
on,
didn't know
man.
what he'd seen.
Well, I didn't want to take that chance.
Cap!
The whole point of this thing was that no one was supposed to know that we were there, right? And people weren't ever supposed to know that anything got robbed. How could we have let the kid go? I mean, he made us. If I hadn't done what I did, the whole mission would have failed. I'm real sorry. I really am, but did I make a mistake, Mr. White? Because to me, you know, respectfully, I was looking out for the team. I didn't want to kill him. You got to believe that. You know, at the end of the day, it was him or us, and I chose us. And I would do it again.
Interested to see who Walt aligns with here.
Okay, look, Todd, why don't you step outside for a few minutes so we can talk this through?
What, John?
Let's just stick to the facts here.
Facts. Oh, okay. How about the fact that he shot a kid? A kid that he didn't need to shoot.
The boy had seen us.
Here we go.
And no, it didn't look like he he knew what he was seeing. But what if he told somebody? What if he just mentioned it in passing? We can't know what someone would have...
Exactly. We can't know because Ricky Hitler there shot him. Us three, should have had a discussion about it. We would have figured it out. But that dickhead just went ahead and made the choice for us. Is that how we do business now?
I understand you're upset.
And what was that crap about his uncle with the prison connections? It's just some bullshit intimidation move. Come on.
It's true, though. He does have some connections.
Is this a problem?
No, it's nothing to be concerned about.
Seems to me that we have three options here, and none of which are ideal. One, we fire Todd. I'm not a fan of this option, seeing that he knows way too much about this business at this point.
That's true.
And we'd most likely have to pay him to keep quiet.
Your hands are tied.
God only knows we've got enough of that going on. Two, we dispose of him.
What's three? What's three?
Which leaves us option three. We keep him on payroll, put him back on tenting houses, setting up the lab, and so forth. We keep him close, under our control. Now, option three would be my choice. Shall we vote?
It's gonna be up to Mike here.
I vote three, kid.
Yep, there we go.
Right on. Thank you so much. Yeah, you guys totally made it right.
The next time you bring a gun to a job without telling me, I will stick it up your ass sideways. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Gotta keep that boy in check. Man's bringing souvenirs. I reckon that guy's putting on the biggest acting job as well. I feel like Mike just wants to be done with this headache, man. like leave the guy alone. Is he gonna put a note for the police?
It's a dead drop.
What?
A dead drop. He just stashed something underneath that trash can.
I think he wrote "fuck
Write the
you."
time down. Roll on it. Could be hours.
Could be. What do you want to do?
I think he wrote "fuck you" on it. I saw the F word there. Put the gloves on, everything. Yeah.
What do you mean? What did we do? This guy is slippery as hell. He's been throwing every tail we put on him. The guy's a pro.
Yeah, well, even pros make mistakes. One of these days, our pal Airman Trout's gonna slip up. Just gotta be there when he does.
I'd like to see you try.
Teenagers, sometimes you just want to strangle them. I know sometimes I know you think I have a big mouth sometimes. But if you felt like you couldn't talk to me, I don't know what I'd do.
Is she gonna tell Marie everything?
So what's this about the kids not being safe?
He kind of already slipped up
What?
by talking about the kids' safety.
From us? From Walt and me? Like what? Like your bad parents?
Just run with that. Run with that.
Because you're not even close. Marie, there are things you just don't know. That if you knew, you'd never speak to me again.
That's just gonna make her more curious.
Walt told you. Please don't blame him. I practically forced him to, and I wasn't going to say anything, but I cannot stand to watch you torture yourself like this. You have to forgive yourself, Skyler. You were having all these problems with Walt, and Ted is a really good-looking man. You're only human.
Oh my.
Hell, I've even thought of, you know, I mean, not seriously, but I totally get your temptation.
I'll
Doesn't it feel good to get that off your chest?
just run with it, Skylar. You gotta run with it now.
Oh, yeah. I feel better.
It looks, smells, and tastes similar to the real.
Ready to get back at it?
Unlike fish caviar.
Yeah, breaking news into our news.
Here we go.
Just learned that police are now expanding their search for a missing McKinley County boy after 4 days with no leads.
I'll take care of this. You go on.
I love the change in scenery with the cook stations now. Obviously, before we had in the laundromat, beneath the laundromat in season 4. But I really like the change of scenery in this season with the blue and green tarps over the houses, and what that allows, it emits the perfect color of lighting through the windows, and each scene that they sit in living rooms of houses, it just fits in with the theme of the show, you know, the green and yellow. I don't know, just the main two colors I feel like that deal with the themes of this show, and it's just perfect. It adds this perfect like green and yellow hue or highlight to each scene, and yeah, I just like the change in scenery with the cooks now. Was that Mike who contacted
Hello?
Jesse?
Walter? What are you doing here?
I'm delivering the batch. What are you doing here?
Might as well get this over with. Come in, join us.
So what's going on?
Just since this morning, I threw 3 separate tails, all DEA.
What?
The feds have been all over me. This has been going on for a while now.
Did they follow you here?
No, I said I threw them. I would never come to the headquarters of our illegal meth operation dragging a bunch of cops, Walter. It would be unwise.
How can you be so sure?
Well, I've been doing this a long time. It's pretty basic stuff.
Just told me.
And I said calm down. I've got it under control.
Oh, well, forgive me for not having complete confidence. You know this can't go on, right?
I know. And I've already decided
It's
I'm out.
Khalas. Benito. That was Jesse, I reckon.
I have to take over the distribution end of things. Mike, I trust that you'll bring Jesse up to speed on your side of the business.
Yeah, about that. Actually, Mr. White, I'm out too.
It's a full-on WWE promo here. He's gonna walk to the other side, change allegiance.
I don't think I can do this anymore. So, I'm retiring, I guess.
That methylamine that we stole, that we nearly killed ourselves trying to steal, that methylamine, when cooked, is worth nearly $300 million. And you're telling me that you're willing to walk away from that?
We're walking away from the meth, not the methylamine. Jesse and I'll be taking our 2/3 and we're selling it.
Fair
Got a
enough.
connection, a guy I knew from my time with Fring. This guy has the capital and he's motivated, highly.
Mike's thinking we'll clear like $5 million each.
I'll
Bang.
pay off my guys in lockup out of my share. And those legacy costs that you're so fond of, you won't have to worry about anymore. And then I will be going on my way. Jesse too.
It's a solid plan.
That doesn't sound so
Come
bad.
in on this with us. That'd be cool.
5 mils.
You know, you were free to hold on to your third and keep cooking.
You'll be selling to my competitors.
This guy and his crew are way out in Phoenix. It's a big country, Walter. Whole lot of meth heads.
Pennies on the dollar, Jesse, and that's what you're gonna sell out for. Pennies. Why?
5 million isn't pennies.
I was about to say that. It's
More
not.
money than I've ever seen. And when it comes down to it, are we in the meth business or the money business?
I mean, when you think about it, I know they could possibly make 100 mil each and clear that. But taking 5 mil and going out, I'll take that. I will take that, honestly. I'm not that greedy.
Glad to see you can make it out.
5 mil could do
Get
wonders
your call.
if you're smart with the money.
Surprise, I hope. You take that back home to your people, test it. If you're satisfied, I can get the other 665.
All right, that's fair enough.
Shall we talk money? That one's free. The price for the rest is $15,000 per. 665 gallons, that's $9,975,000. Be good?
Yeah, I talked to my guys, but I should be able to put together that cash, yeah.
Good.
I gotta tell you, this is worth it just to get that blue stuff of yours off the market.
This guy looks familiar. Him.
The blue stuff will be off the market, right?
Looks like Owen Wilson.
This whole time I was thinking 666. That seems like an odd number.
That's the devil's number, man.
2/3 of an even thousand, though. When I look at it that way, it starts to make sense to me. That's not all the methylamine, is it? I'm not just buying this for the supply. I'm buying this for the demand. I'm looking to increase my market share here, Mike.
I don't know what to tell you.
I want you to tell me that Fring's Blue will be off the streets.
That being said, I might go back to the 100 mil.
Here's a new deal for you, then. I'll pay you $15K a gallon for the full 1,000 gallons. Not a drop less.
It's not mine to sell, Declan.
Well, then, no deal, Mike.
Interesting. They gotta tempt Walt now to sell and get out of the business as well. But nah, man, this guy ain't budging. I'm telling you. Jesse's got to be the one to do the convincing here.
Something's come up. Mike wanted to come here to give you the hard sell, but I figured it'd be better coming from me. Mike's connection won't buy mine and Mike's shares of the methylamine unless he gets your share too. He wants the entire 1,000 gallons.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, he won't budge.
Yeah, I figured you'd say that, but I've been thinking about it and it really makes sense. Kinda.
It does it?
Look, when you started this thing, did you ever dream of having $5 million? I know for a fact that you didn't. I know for a fact all you needed was $737,000 because you worked it all out, like, mathematically. Or finding out about everything? Isn't this what you've been working for?
I have not been working this hard just to sell out.
It's not selling out.
Yes, it is, Jesse. We have suffered and bled, literally, for this business. And I will not throw it away for nothing.
I don't know how else to say it, Mr. White. $5 million isn't nothing.
Jesse, have you heard of a company called Gray Matter?
Uh-oh.
Well, I co-founded it in grad school with a couple of friends of mine. Actually, I was the one who named it. And back then, it was just small time. We had a couple patents pending, but nothing earth-shattering. Of course, we all knew the potential. Now we were going to take the world by storm. Personal reasons, I decided to leave the company, and I sold my share to my two partners. I took a buyout for $5,000. Now, at the time, that was a lot of money for me. Care to guess what that company is worth now?
Millions?
Billions, with a B. 2.16 billion as of last Friday. I look it up every week. And I sold my share, my potential, for $5,000. I sold my kid's birthright for a few months' rent.
this isn't the same thing.
Jesse, you asked me if I was in the meth business or the money business. Neither. I'm in the empire business.
I had a feeling. This guy got a god complex now.
I don't know.
He thinks he's the kingpin.
White, is a meth empire really something to be that proud of?
Oh, she knows. She knows.
Skyler, you remember Jesse? Jesse? It's my wife, Skyler.
Hey, Mrs. White. Good to see you. You have a lovely home. Just had announced.
Why don't you stay for dinner?
Nah, Mr. White, I'm gonna go.
Stay.
Do you reckon she thought that was the guy? Oh, this is the day
You're fine.
that someone's gonna kill Walt?
It's okay with us, isn't it, Skyler? We don't have anything special planned tonight.
Yeah.
This man. Oh.
Why not?
Do you guys reckon? Because in my opinion, Walt's justification there about, you know, not selling his empire and not going into, not selling out with the 5 million, the justification to use the Gretchen thing as an excuse, I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I ain't buying it. I feel like pre-Gus Walt, like with Gus, or pre-Gus Walt would have chomped to have that 5 mil. Like, this guy would have done anything to have that 5 mil, and he would have probably sold out earlier. But I feel like because of Walt's ego and his desire to be the apex predator, he has a god complex. Like, his ego is so far up his ass. Like, this guy's like, no, I'm focused now on building an empire. I'm in the Gus position. I'm in the prime position. I ain't selling out to anybody. And I know he doesn't want what happened in the past to happen, like, and he wants it to be me. I want to be the top. I want people to come to me. I want to be the person running this empire. It's not about money. It's not about business. It's an empire. There's levels to this thing now, and Walt's embraced that. But I just feel like, I think everyone can see that he's making the wrong decision. Like, if it was me in his position, I'm taking the 5 mil and going. Like, less danger to the family, less danger to the kids. And now, Walt's excuse of being a family man, I feel like he cannot use that anymore, because him deciding to stay in the business is putting more danger to his family. Like, I don't know if you guys agree with me, but I just feel like, yeah, he's so egotistical at this point. He needs to be humbled. Like, he hasn't been humbled enough yet. He's so set on it. Just continuing it. It's like, it's an addiction now. It's just like the meth itself. He's addicted to building this empire. And I just feel like, yeah, he's making the wrong decision here. Like, take the 5 mil and go, because you could do wonders with that. And Jesse even pointed it out. You calculated it in the beginning. All you needed was 737,000 on the dot. That's all you needed. You're getting 5 million now. Think about what you could do with that money. Like, even if you go to Saul, pay him off a little bit and just get the advice. Like, what can I do this money to make it generational wealth or things like that? It's just, yeah, it just makes sense to take the 5 mil, but it's not going to happen.
See?
I feel so bad for Jesse.
You put lemon in there too?
They are from the deli at Albertsons.
Oh. Oh. Well, good work on your shopping then. Because these are choice. Usually pretty bad. I mean, pictures are always so awesome, you know? It's like, hell yeah, I'm stoked for this lasagna, and then you nuke it, and the cheese gets all scabby on top, and it's like you're eating a scab. I mean, seriously, what's that about? It's like, yo, whatever happened to truth in advertising? You know?
Is Walt going to say, Jesse, it's fine to talk about it? Like,
Yeah, he says you got it running like a machine, like well oiled. Yeah.
What else did he tell you about me?
Oh, just Just good stuff. Just really good stuff. We don't really talk that much about, personal things.
Did you also tell him about my affair?
Jesse's like, get me the F out of here. I love the three-way sort of positioning of the characters and arrangement of characters again. The show does it so well in sort of having the characters in sort of like a triangular formation when talking to one another. It did it at the beginning of the episode with Jesse as the linchpin, as Walt and Mike were sitting in chairs and Jesse was centered in between them. He was like the pinnacle. He was the pinpoint at the top. I forgot what is the apex of the triangle. Oh my gosh. I forgot. I don't know. But like he was the point. He was the connecting point of the triangle right there. We had Walt and Mike together and Jesse was the connecting point at the top, and he was in the middle of the frame. And then here we have this beautiful medium shot of them at a dinner table yet again, and it's the same triangular sort of like formation and positioning of the characters. Yeah, Jesse's not as far as away as distance as he was with Mike and Walt, but again, he's sort of that linchpin. He's the connecting point. Everything is like going through him. He's the center point of it, where you have Walt on the right hand side, Skyler on the left, and Jesse is sort of like the connecting point in the middle. Again, I love it. I love it. Because the focus is on Jesse this episode, in my opinion.
May I please be excused?
Drink your sorrows. Keep pouring that white wine. Is it champagne or white wine? I don't know.
You know, my kids are gone.
Thank God.
No, I don't mean they're out for the night. They're gone. They're staying with my in-laws. She made me kick my own kids out of the house. She told me that she was counting the days until my cancer came back.
That's the good stuff.
My wife is waiting for me to die. This business is all I have left now. It's all I have.
I know, but take the 5 mil, start a new life.
And you want to take it away from me? I don't think so.
It's not a request. Might as well get comfortable. This deal's going down tomorrow. It's happening. There's nothing you can do to stop it. You got it?
Oh, so it's okay for you to steal my
To
30.
ensure that, you and I are going to spend the rest of the night together in this office. Like it's my birthday.
Mike.
The deal is done. You'll get your money. I guarantee that.
Let me cook it. I'll double your 5 and you still walk.
You know, I have never seen anybody work so hard not to get $5 million.
You need to listen to me.
No, Walter, the last thing I need to do is listen to you. Now sit down.
Imagine Walt has his own little revolver pistol on him. Just quick draw. Bah! I remember Mike listening to the voice recordings of Hank in the room, and he was talking about Mike slipping up, about making that one mistake. And this could be potentially it here. By underestimating Walt's wit to get out of these situations. What's bro up to? Oh. I don't know how feasible that is and how possible that is to do. But it seems to be working.
Alrighty. To what do we owe the pleasure?
Well, gentlemen, we're here to discuss your illegal harassment of my clients.
Stalking, which is illegal. Now, I don't know what it is you find so interesting about my client, and I'm not here to judge, different strokes and all, but sadly, he's just not that into you. So, I have filed for a temporary restraining order against the DEA on behalf of Mr. Ehrmantraut.
Where'd you get your law degree, Goodman? The same clown college you got that suit?
You know who likes this suit? Judge Papadoumian. She thinks I'm a snappy dresser. You know what Judge Papadoumian hates? Police harassment of a senior citizen. Sorry.
Shout out Judge Papadoumian.
Expect a visit from the sheriff, agents. You should have your ex parte within the hour. Let's go.
Boom!
TRO won't stand up, and Goodman knows it. Let's see what they're planning here, but if Ehrmantraut wants a fight, he's gonna get one.
All right. That was a hell of a gamble.
Worked.
Well, not for long. I mean, he's right about that TRO. It's gonna get tossed. Too sweet. Meanwhile, Schrader's hard-on for you just reached Uncle Milty proportions, so have fun with that.
How much time I got?
And maybe 24 hours.
It's enough.
It better be. Whatever you got planned, you best pull the ripcord while you still have a chance.
You get that 5 mil and got a soul for that disappearing thing.
Where is it?
Mike?
Where? Get out of my way, you sit down!
Mike, hold on, okay? Mr. White's got an idea.
Count to 3.
Mike, I'm
One,
serious. It's a
two.
great idea. Look, you get your $5 million, we both do it, and he gets his methylamine, all right? Just hear him out.
Is that true, Walter?
Everybody wins.
Some of these facial expressions Walt was pulling off really pisses me off. Like, he does it so well. Like, but it's just, it's frustrating. It's like, he's got that arrogance in him that pisses you off now. And it does. Oh, man, the arrogance of the man is just, I don't like seeing that much arrogance. Like, I don't like arrogance in general. Like, self-confidence, fair enough. But, like, that's arrogance beyond another level. Yet another fantastic episode of Breaking Bad. Things are heating up. Things are beginning to cook, baby. This batch is almost ready. I feel like the next episode or the one after that, I don't know what's going to happen, depending. Because like they didn't drop the bombshell about what Walt's idea is to get the 5 mil apiece, yet keep the methylamine. My idea, potentially, is going to be we take out the competitor. Like that's the only way where the exchange is about to happen. Because Jesse said Walt gets his methylamine, which means I think probably the entire methylamine. Like, I reckon they're going to have the batch ready to go. They're about to do the exchange and they take out the other guy. There's the competitor done. And then we disappear. Probably. That's the only way, isn't it? Like, that's his idea. It's a great idea. I have a feeling it's going to end up in bodies. But yeah, I guess we'll find out next episode. As always, guys, it's been your boy Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. This show's amazing. Peace.